Willie D live.
What's up, family? Well. It looks like Canada has finally had enough of Donald Trump, your president. Shenanigans. Yeah, fam. Canada's like, man, we ain't scared of you. You ain't taking nothing over here. Yeah. Manitoba's premier, Wab Kinew, he said, man, the only reason why this dude started the war with Iran is because, dun, 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 you guessed it, the cover for the Epstein Files. We got dignitaries speaking out, fam, and they're saying it. They're straight out saying it. Yeah, they are connecting Trump to Epstein. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, check it out, fam. Don't seem like he had no fear in his heart.
To stop the war. So we're going to keep an eye on it. We're always going to be there to help you. We cut the gas tax once. We brought it down permanently afterwards. So we're going to be there to help with the cost of living. But right now, Donald Trump is public enemy number one when it comes to our economy and the average person keeping your head above water. So, yeah, that's my hope, is that the war stops.
Well, you got hope, and then you have reality. The reality is, I think that this war is going to be ongoing. I think this war is going to be going to some years. And one of the biggest reasons is because Iran is so formidable. They're not the little country that U.S. could just steamroll over like they thought. They thought Iran was Iraq. Ain't too much different in the spelling of the name. So you know what, man? We can do the same thing. It's just a little four-letter word country. That's all. We got this. And next thing you know, ding ding fries and shake. So Trump, he got problems because his biggest problem is his pride. He knows that the U.S. is losing the war, but before he capitulates, he is going to have more people killed just to prove a point. And he already said it's kind of fun. He said this. The president of the United States said, war is fun. It's fun. He said it was fun. Sending children off to be murdered, terrorized, the trauma that war causes, the loss of life. It is extremely violent. And he's saying it's fun. Yeah. So this guy has to kind of watch how he speaks. I think it's more important for them to make sure that they have a fortified country where they can defend themselves against any enemy, foreign and domestic, specifically the United States, who is their next door neighbor. One of the worst neighbors a person can have. I mean, think about it, fam. You've had bad neighbors before. Just imagine you live next door to somebody who might try to steal out your house at any moment. Somebody that might try to kill or, RAP at any moment. That's the type of country you live next to. Nothing but vile stuff go on all the time. People in and out, killers, SAS, thieves, robbers, everything. Pedos, everything. In and out all day. That's your neighbor. Yeah. So he got to kind of watch it because Trump is serious about taking over Canada. He wants Canada to be the 51st state. He's dead serious about that. And here's what he had to say when asked about it.
And will meet members of your administration during the day. Any chances that you will ban on the tariffs on aluminum and and the ones that are planned for April 2nd.
No,
You are not going to change your
no,
mind?
I'm not. Look, we've been ripped off for years, and we're not going to be ripped off anymore. No, I'm not going to bend at all.
Correction, he's being asked about the tariffs.
Aluminum or steel or cars. We're not going to bend. We've been ripped off as a country for many, many years. We've been subjected to costs that we shouldn't be subjected to. In the case of Canada, we're spending $200 billion a year to subsidize Canada. I love Canada. I love the people of Canada. I have many friends in Canada. The great one, Wayne Gretzky, the great. Hey, how good is Wayne Gretzky? He's the great one. But we have, I know many people from Canada that are good friends of mine. But, you know, the United States can't subsidize a country for $200 billion a year. We don't need their cars. We don't need their energy. We don't need their lumber. We don't need anything that they give. We do it because we want to be helpful, but it comes a point when you just can't do that. You have to run your own country. And to be honest with you, Canada only works as a state. It doesn't. We don't need anything they have. As a state, it would be one of the great states anyway. This would be the most incredible country visually. If you look at a map, they drew an artificial line right through it between Canada and the U.S. Just a straight artificial line. Somebody did it a long time ago, many, many decades ago, and makes no sense. It's so perfect as a great and cherished state. Keeping "O Canada," the national anthem. I love it. I think it's great. Keep it. But it'll be for the state, one of our greatest states. Maybe our greatest state. But why should we subsidize another country for $200 billion? It costs us $200 billion a year. And again, we don't need their lumber. We don't need their energy. We have more than they do. We don't need anything. We don't need their cars. I'd much rather make the cars here. And there's not a thing that we need. Now, there'll be a little disruption, but it won't be very long. But they need us. We really don't need them. And we have to do this. I'm sorry, we have to do this, yes.
So let me get this straight. You don't need anything from Canada, but you want Canada. You want to make Canada the 51st state, although we have nothing to gain from making Canada the 51st state. Oh, yes, we do. He said, visually, it's a good look. You know, this is a good look. It looks good on the map. You take a look at the map, somebody do a straight line. It looks good. It looks good, you know. So let's get Canada because it's going to look good. Damn, how many people we going to have to kill, and you know, how many people suffer and how much damage we cause. This looks good for us. Damn the Canadian people. And by the way, I got friends in Canada. I got many friends in Canada. The great Wayne Gretzky, how great is he? Yeah, you got some things that Canada got some things. Canada has some things that the United States want. Let's start. And here's the thing, fam. Again, as always, for Donald Trump, every accusation is an admission. When he starts, everything he named, he needs from Canada. Everything he named, the United States needs, and a few other things. Let's start with the oil and gas. Let's start with energy right there, the nickel, the uranium. Let's start right there. Yeah, he needs Canada. And let's not forget the fertilizers, which without the United States agriculture sector would collapse. It would totally collapse. Yeah, he absolutely needs Canada. He wants, well, let me put it like this. He wants Canada because Canada has resources. So he needs those resources. And that's why he wants Canada. And family, the audacity for him to call Canada a state already. He's trying to, what do they say? Speak it into existence. He's like, yeah, you know, it'd be a great state, you know, and they can keep their national anthem. They can keep it, but it'll just be for the state. He's trying to take the country. You can keep your little national anthem, but it won't be a national anthem anymore. It'll be a state anthem. The audacity. This is why, fam, if I was the head of a country, man, I'm making sure I'm invested in my military first. Because if another country can take your country over, you ain't got no country. If somebody can come in and just take your house, you ain't got no house. You got to get them up off you, man. Somebody try to run up in your house and do whatever they want. You got to have something to get them up off you, man. You can't have somebody just come in your house and kick their feet up, walk inside the kitchen and open the refrigerator and start drinking out the jug. Go inside your bedroom or go in the shower, just get butt naked, start walking around the house, get in the shower, take a shower, go in there and grab your drawers, put on your pajamas. No, man. Do whatever they want to with your woman, because that's what they do during war, if you don't know. A lot of soldiers, hear me out, a lot of soldiers like war, these demented ones. They like to go to war because it gives them an opportunity not only to steal, it gives them an opportunity to SA women, girls, boys, and men. Yeah, fam, that's right. I know you. Yeah, that's what they be doing out there, fam. That's why a lot of them like to go to war. I'm talking about the sick ones. The sick ones. They want to go to war so that they can harm people and terrorize people, violate them sexually. Yeah. Have you ever known of a soldier to be punished for sexually assaulting somebody on the other side of the water? They barely get punished when they do it on this side. Barely. Yeah. War is hell, fam. War is hell. There's so many things that we don't even know about. There's so many remnants, negative remnants of war that we don't even know about. It'll shake you to the core. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.